Okay, students, let us continue further the class of your digital communication. In the last class, we discussed about the decoder for linear block codes with example, and in today's class, we will talk about cyclic codes. Okay, so let us start. Let us discuss about the cyclic codes. We have already discussed linear block code in the previous lectures. First of all, what are cyclic codes? In linear block codes, we represent all the bits in linear fashion, right? Initially, we wrote code vector x. Initial n bits were for message, and rest k bits were initial k bits were for message, and rest n minus k bits were for check bits, right? That was linear fashion, and we said that linear block code follow the linearity property. Now, cyclic codes are again a subset of block code where it follows the linearity property also, as we have discussed in the past, but it also follows the cyclic property. So such code which follows the linearity property as well as the cyclic property are known as cyclic codes. Okay, a linear code is called cyclic code if every cyclic shift of the code vector produces some other code vector. Okay, this is the cyclic property. Two property, the linearity property we have already discussed in the linear block code, that if we add two code vectors, we XOR them x1 and x2, then we will get another code vector x3 which must be a subset, must be a code vector in the set of code vectors. Now in cyclic property we are saying that if what is written here, that every cyclic shift of the code vector produces some other code vector. So if we have a cyclic code, we just do the cyclic shift, the new code vector must be a set of the valid code vectors. Okay, first of all, for cyclic property, let us say that what is x vector. Every cyclic shift of the valid code vector produces another valid code vector. Initially, let us say that the vector is xn minus 1, xn minus 2, x1 up to x0. Then if we do one cyclic shift, then what we will do, x0, xn minus 1, we are moving from here to here. Okay, then what will we obtain? We will get xn minus 1 here, and then rest x0 to xn minus 2 as it is here, right? Just in a circular fashion we have shifted the cyclic shift. So we will get this new code vector. Again, let us say we do one more shift, then xn minus 2 will be here, and rest all bits will be here, that is x minus 3 up to xn minus 1. So what we say, that xn minus 3, that x double dash or x dash, both must be a code vector in the set of valid code words, right? Only then we say that all these are cyclic codes. Okay, so for example, if I say that it is a code, let us say 1011, we say another code 1101, we say another code 0101, and we say another code 1001. Now we say these are the four valid code words, the set of code words. Now are these cyclic codes? So let us take one, any one, and let us do cyclic shift in this code. Let us shift it by 1. So 101 will come to this side, and this one will come to this side. So we will get 1, and rest is 101. Now 1101, yes, this is a valid code vector, right? Now let us take another one, 1001. Let us do a circular shift in this. So this one will come here, rest this will be as it is. So we will get 0, 0, 1 and 1. Now is this a code vector here in this set? No, this is not a code vector. So these four code vectors as a set of valid code vectors cannot be said as cyclic code. Okay, when will we able to say that? Whenever we do cyclic shift in any code, we must get the code as one of the code inside this valid code vector. Only then we will say that it is cyclic code. Okay, now proceed further with the representation of code vectors or code words by a polynomial in cyclic code. If we say that x is a cyclic code and we are representing it as xn minus 1, xn minus 2, x1 up to x0, we can represent it as a polynomial of this much degree. Okay, this code vector can be represented by a polynomial of degree less than or equal to n minus 1. How? We will write first x power 0, then second x power 1 and so on. So we will write x 0 plus into first term, then x 1 into second term plus x to the power 2 into third term and so on up to xn minus 1 term. Okay, this is how we can represent it in a polynomial form. This is simple mathematical representation only for the purpose of doing the analysis, further analysis. So let us proceed further. Cyclic codes for non-systematic code words. Now we have done the representation. Now we will talk about the cyclic code for non-systematic code words first. Now we will say what are systematic and non-systematic code words. So systematic, as the name is indicating, that systematic code word is that in which initial bits, initial if I say that x is a code vector, right? X is a code vector, then here x consists of m and c. If you could remember the block code, that initial n bits are message bits and rest k bits, n minus k, that means r bits are your check bits, right? So if initial bits are message bits and later bits are check bits, it is a proper systematic code in a systematic fashion. But if these are jumbled, these are not in proper order, then we say that this is a non-systematic code. Okay, so as written here, C is equal to message bits followed by parity bits, then it is a systematic code, and if it is not so, then it is a non-systematic code word. Now first we are talking about non-systematic code word, then later on after this we will talk about systematic code word in an order. Okay, so first cyclic codes for non-systematic code words. How will we find that? Code word for non-systematic code words is given by polynomial cx is equal to polynomial mx into gx, where mx polynomial is the message polynomial and gx polynomial is your generator polynomial and cx polynomial is your code word polynomial. It is something similar to the previous analysis, that cx is not, something like x, which was equal to message matrix, right, into generator matrix. It is what we have done in linear block code in the last lecture. Now we are doing it in polynomial form for cyclic code, that cx is a polynomial which is equal to mx message polynomial multiplied with generator polynomial gx. Okay, so how will we represent in polynomial form? If I say there are 4 bits 1 0 1 1, so as I said that initial bit will be multiplied with x to the power 0, second bit will be multiplied with x to the power 1, third bit will be multiplied with x to the power 2 and fourth bit will be multiplied with x to the power 3. So we will get x0 into 1, we will get x1 into 1, we will get x2 into 0. Okay, x2 into 0. So it is 0 simply. We will get x3 into 1. So we will get x3 into 1. So we will get from this expression the polynomial as x cube plus x plus 1, right? So this is how we write the polynomial. So first we will write the polynomial for m message signal from the message bits mx. Then we will write the polynomial, generator polynomial. Then multiplying the two, we will find the value of code word polynomial cx, and from that polynomial we will write the actual code word. Okay, so let us take an example. Construct non-systematic cyclic code 7, 4. Again, now it should be clear that what is n and what is k. You should remember the things and what is r. Okay, so construct the non-systematic cyclic code 7, 4 using generator polynomial gx equal to x cube plus x square plus 1 with message as 1011 1010. So generator polynomial is directly given to us, and message polynomial we have to form from the given message bits. Message bits are 1010. So we will, as we did in the past in the last slide, this first bit will be multiplied with x0, second bit will be multiplied with x1, third bit will be multiplied with x2, and fourth bit will be multiplied with x3. Since this is 0, this is 0, no need to consider this, the multiplication will be 0. So we will consider only this term and this term. That means mx is x3 plus x. Okay, so we will multiply this mx with this polynomial gx to find out the polynomial cx. This is simple mathematics. Let us do that. So m is equal to this much. So mx is x cube plus x. Gx is equal to x cube plus x square plus 1. So cx is equal to mx into gx will be directly multiplying these two, x cube plus x and x cube plus x square plus 1. Remember that plus means modulo 2 sum here. It is modulo 2 sum, not the addition simply. Okay. So when we multiply these two terms, we can say that x cube into x cube it will give us x6, x cube into x square it will give us x5, x cube into 1 will give us x cube, then x into x cube will give us x4, x into x square will give us x cube, x into 1 will give us x. Now since modulo 2 sum, we know the property of modulo 2 adder, that if x is modulo 2 added with x, that means if 1 is modulo 1 XOR 1 or 0 XOR 0, both case it will be equal to 0, right? So we have omitted these two terms, x cube plus x cube. So the polynomial for cx remains as equal to x6, x5, x4 and x. And now we know how we represent. X0 is the first bit, x1 is the second bit, x2 is the third bit, x3 is the fourth bit, and so on, right? So we can write the C vector, C code word as x is x to the power 0. That means first, sorry, x is x to the power 1, right? So first bit is 0, x to the power 1 means this bit, right? X to the power 4, 5 and 6. So 4, 5 and 6, right? So x to the power 1 x, then 4th, 5th and 6th bit are 1, rest bit are 0. Okay, so this is your code word, but this is non-systematic code word, hence we cannot say that initial 4 bits are message bits. Message bits may be anywhere. Okay, so this is non-systematic code word. Now let us proceed for systematic code word. That we have done this cx is equal to mx into gx. In this manner we are getting non-systematic code word, but we need systematic code word. Only then we can distinguish that okay, these are the message bits and these are the parity bits. We need systematic code word, so we have to do little bit more calculation for obtaining systematic code word instead of non-systematic code word. Let us see how can we do that. cyclic codes for systematic code word. Code word for systematic code word is given by Cx is equal to x to the power n minus k into mx is one term plus px, where px is the remainder of xn minus k into mx upon gx, the generator polynomial. We know that mx is your message polynomial, gx is your generator polynomial, and cx is your code word polynomial. Okay, so if we do this calculation, then we will get the code word in proper order. That means initially the message bits followed by parity bits. So what we need to do, first we will find mx polynomial, we will multiply it with x to the power n minus k, then we will find another polynomial px, which is xn minus k into mx divided by generator polynomial. Okay, now let us do this to understand it in a better manner with the help of some example. Let us have a question. Construct a cyclic code 7, 4 using generator polynomial gx given as x cube plus x square plus 1 with message given as 1010. Okay, so if you see the last question, it was x cube plus x square plus 1, message 1010. Okay, x cube, now again x cube plus x square plus 1, message 1010. Okay, so this is same as the previous case was, both are same, but lastly we directly multiplied mx with gx and we obtained a code word which is not systematic. We were not able to find that where is this message bit 1010 in this code, right? Now what we will do this mathematics, but initially we will find it is n comma k, n is 7 and k is 4. What we will say that okay, x n minus k is how much? X cube. So we will say that okay, x cube multiplied with mx and x cube multiplied with mx, mx is 1010, so it is x cube plus x. Okay, so mx is x cube plus x multiplied with x cube and divided by the generator polynomial, that is x cube plus x square plus 1. Okay, so we multiply the term x cube into x cube, it becomes x6, then x cube into x, it becomes x4. So we have to find out the remainder from this equation, that means x6 plus x4 divided by x cube plus x square plus 1. Then we will add it with this term, which is x cube into x cube plus x. Okay, so first of all find this remainder. So it is x6 plus x4 upon x cube plus x square plus 1. So we write here x6 plus x4, we write here x cube plus x square plus 1. Now first term is x6 and here it is x cube. So we will multiply with x cube. So x cube into x cube will give us x6. Now x cube into x square will give us x5 and x cube into 1 will give us x cube. So x6 and x6 XORing will give us 0. So we will get x4 plus x5, x4 plus x5 plus third term x3. Okay, so now it is x5 here and it is x cube here. So we will multiply it with x square. So x square into x cube will give us x5, x square into x square will give us x4, x square into 1 will give us x square. Okay, so x5 become 0, x4 will become 0 and remaining is x cube plus x square. So it is x cube plus x square. Now when you will say that it is x cube, it is x cube, so we will multiply it with 1. So 1 will give us x cube plus x square plus 1. So x cube plus x square both will cancel and only 1 will remain here, right? So 1 is the remainder which we have written here. That remainder is simply 1 in this case. So write down the expression now. So remainder is 1 mx is x cube plus x, n is 7, k is 4. So we can write that Cx as per our previous study, we can say that Cx is equal to xn minus k mx plus px. Px is 1, xn minus k is x cube, n is 7, k is 4, so 7 minus 4 3, and mx is x cube plus x. So it is x6 plus x4 plus 1. Now this is the Cx. So if we write the code, the bits for this, we know that 6th position x6 is 1, we know that 4th position x4 is 1, and the first position x to the power 0 is 1. So this is our code word, and from this code word you can say that initial 4 bits, because n is 7 and k is 4, so k is equal to 4 are the 4 message bits. So initial 4 bits 1010 should be your message bit, and yes, 1010 were your message bits. So we have systematic code now. These are your check bits, and these 4 initial bits are your message bits. So we have obtained the correct systematic code word using this expression. So we must remember this expression, that by using this technique we can find out the systematic cyclic code word. Okay, right? So this is 1010 your message, and 001 your parity. So in today's class we discussed about systematic and non-systematic cyclic code. In the next class we will continue further with generator matrix for cyclic code, encoder and decoder for cyclic code. Okay, till then, thank you.